Hello and welcome to my screencast on Google Tour Builder. My name is Susie Sullivan and I am a 7th grade Spanish teacher at Carl Traeger Middle School in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Today I'm going to show you guys a little bit about Tour Builder, which is one of the sites I found sponsored by Google when I was researching all the different Google apps for education and the different sites they had to offer. So first I'll start with what is it? Tour Builder is a site that helps you put your story on the map like it says right on its logo. It was first inspired for veterans for a way for them to record all the different places that the military had taken them, kind of as more of a keepsake or a legacy that they could show their families. And they can the cool thing about it is it's not just showing different places on the map like here, but you can also add in videos, pictures, and text of the different locations that you went to. To get started or to get a little bit better idea of what Tour Builder is, the best way is to really see a tour and see what I'm talking about. Here's an example tour. It's actually the first example tour that I had found that really got me interested in the site. So what you can do, if you see on the map, you see a bunch of little markers with different places. And some are kind of right on top of each other because they're very close. But anyways, you start by picking spots of where you went or where maybe you would like to go even. And you can start with an introduction. So this tour is about Mexico City, the capital of Mexico, and the many important places. So as you can see, there is a picture. You can add up to 25 pictures. You can have text in whatever language you need to. And then if you scroll down, you just click the next one. You can see, okay, we went to the Zócalo, which is kind of like the plaza. And here are 2 videos that we can watch right in here. If I go to the next place, we have the Palacio Nacional, or the National Palace, which is just another really important characteristic of Mexico City. And so on. As you can see, as we go further, we can see pictures. You can see multiple pictures. You can scroll over. And then if I click on any of these icons, it will take me to where that place is. Like, oh, what's this one? Oh, look, it's the Zócalo. Okay, or what's this one? It's the Mercado de la Merced. Okay, so it's just a really great way to bring your presentation to life in kind of an interesting and interactive way. So why I chose to use Tour Builder is because at the beginning of the school year, I always teach my students I tell them how I went and studied abroad in Spain for 5 months when I was in college. And as I talk to them, as I've noticed, they kind of start to drift off a little bit and maybe aren't that interested, even if I have a couple pictures. This way, I feel like I could actually really make a presentation that shows exactly the places that I'd get to, and I wouldn't just say I walked 50 minutes to school and back, but instead I could say I walked 50 minutes and here are all the places that I went to. Take a look and even show them some of the videos that I had taken while I was in Spain. So to get started, it's actually really easy. If you click over here, this sign in button, if you have a Google account, super easy to sign in. It will take you right into your login screen. So it just logged me right in. And it will actually take you to more of a site that looks like this. And you can start by looking at your tours. Probably if you've never used it before, this will be blank. I do have one tour started because that's my Valladolid, Spain tour that I was just talking about. But if you'd like to create a new tour, just click the red button, create a new tour. You're going to have to give it a name. I'm just going to do Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and tell who is making it. Go ahead and click create tour. And this is what a blank tour looks like. This is where you get started. So you can create an introduction page of whatever your name of the tour is going to be. You can add a photo if you'd like and a good summary about what this tour is going to be. And there are some other options that you feel free to go in and take a look at, like, for instance, the path color of when your markers meet each other and whatnot. So then you're going to start by adding a location. Okay, and the first location that I would add, it could be anywhere. Maybe I'll say Washington, D.C. Okay, you put in your first location, and you can go ahead and click Add to Tour. And if you have like a specific place you want to drop the marker to, you can also click, or you can move your marker around. So Washington, D.C., if I want to maybe add the cap or the White House in there, and maybe I want to tell my audience that this is where our president lives. I can say when I went there, when I first got there, when I left, if I wanted to. I don't have to do those things. I can change my icon to a lot of different options. And there's also an advanced settings as well. So like I said, it does say you can add up to 25 pictures or a couple videos. And then you just keep adding locations. As I mentioned, I can push drop placement. So maybe, we went to this city right here, and I drop down a marker. And then I can add it to the tour, and then I add more information about it. When I finish, I will click Done Editing, and this will be my tour. And I can add more at any time by just going back to this icon and clicking Edit. I can make it full screen. And then even when I am finished and I want to share it with other people, I would then click share, and I can get a shareable link. I can post it right on a social media site, or I can invite people to see my tour as well. So this is Tour Builder a little bit more. If you want to know a little bit more about it, feel free to you can just Google Tour Builder, and it will be the first thing that pops up, or you can go to tourbuilder.withgoogle.com. It will take you to this first site where you can see videos of how people are using it. For instance, this is a video of how a history teacher has used it, and this is really cool because even if you personally have not been to these places, you can still create using pictures and videos and text of the different places, especially if it is a war that you're talking about. Where did the soldiers go? What did they see? And etc. So how I'm going to introduce it, I already mentioned. I'm going to introduce it to my kids by explaining my trip to Spain. I then plan to have my kids use this in class. I'm going to give them either a a Hispanic country, or maybe even just a really popular city. And I'm going to have them find a couple of main places that are really important in that country, and put some pictures or some videos that they find and write a little bit about it, and then share with the class what they found. This is a great way to introduce culture into our class, because I do feel like this is an area that we can definitely grow in, as the Spanish department is just teaching culture and getting more globally connected. I really plan to look into Google or into Tour Builder a little bit more and see if there are any tours already created. And you can do that too by just clicking gallery to see what is already out there. So yeah, I'm hoping that you're able to find Tour Builder useful in your classroom. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.